Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. We are getting ready to say goodbye to September, say hello to October, and get started with an all new episode of Project Joy Live. Let's do it. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday to you. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and this is Project Joy Live. It's your triple shot of good vibes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at this 9 a.m. Eastern Time hour. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I finished things off yesterday, breathing in the amazing, beautiful air over at Harkness State Park here in Waterford, Connecticut. And just anytime I go down near the water, like less than a mile from the water. So I feel very lucky, very blessed to live that close to the water. But there's different views depending on where you go. And so we went down to Harkness yesterday, and man, that entire property is just stunning. If any of you have like never been there before, please go visit. And if you live close by, go more often. Sometimes I forget, it's easy to forget, I think, how much stuff you have locally to you. When we were moving from Alabama, I remember going and taking in some of the local sites, which I hadn't really done, but easy to take it for granted. We want to go on vacation, we want to go far, but there's so much beauty all around us, and so I encourage you to take it in. We have a great show on tap for you today. We're just saying goodbye to September, hello to October. I'm going to talk about some of the things that brought me the most joy in the month of September, and we have some really exciting things on tap for you for October. So let's talk about what's going to happen on the show today in the Morning Brew. Head over to the comments section and let us know where you're joining us from this morning, and of course, what is bringing you joy today. I'm just joyful to be here with you guys this morning. I was saying to someone this morning, I feel like I'm in a really different, interesting sort of headspace right now, which is fun. There's a lot of my own awareness that's happening, and how I talk to myself, and how I treat myself, and who I surround myself with, and all that good stuff. So good things on tap today. This morning I'm drinking my peanut butter smoothie, and I have the Grumpy Bear cup this this morning. You guys know I love my Care Bears. Even Grumpy Bear is so adorable. He's so adorable. He has that little puss, that little face, but he's adorable nonetheless. So I'm drinking my chocolate peanut butter smoothie this morning, filled with delicious veg protein. Go check out veg protein. uh great vegan protein that is not chalky. We love a non-chalky protein. All of that said, as I mentioned, we've got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about all of the things that brought me joy in September, and some amazing things to come in October. What else are we doing today? Oh, national days to talk about. There's a couple really good ones today. And of course, birthdays at the end as well. So stay tuned for all of that. Miss Brittany's out there this morning joining us today. Miss Rhonda's here this morning. Good morning, Rhonda. Always good to see you. Let me know what's bringing you guys joy this morning, and we will get right to celebrating. Let's do it. All right. So, in the world of national days today, there's one that well, I'm going to mention one, and then we're going to talk about another one that I didn't know about. But today is Orange Shirt Day. So on my calendar this morning, that I've had 900 pop-ups right now on my calendar this morning, it says National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. So this is really interesting. But on September 30th, Orange Shirt Day promotes awareness about the Indian residential school system still impacting Native American communities in the United States and Canada. Known as National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, the day honors the children forced into Indian boarding schools. In addition, the day also remembers those who never returned home. So, Indian residential schools, once called American Indian boarding schools, were established in the early 19th century. The schools were developed as an assimilation model to teach Indian children Euro American ways. Residential schools stripped Native American children of their culture, including their language, customs, music, and traditions. Operated by Christian missionaries, the government forcibly removed Native American children from their homes and families. Because these institutions practiced corporal punishment, children who rebelled would often suffer brutal treatment. There's a lot of things that have come out about this. But what's really interesting to me is that some of the schools continue to operate well into the 1970s, and the last school did not officially close until the 1990s, which is wild to me. And really, there's so many things. And I've mentioned this on the shows before, that I was never really into history growing up in school, and I wish wish that I was more, because there's a lot of things that we don't realize how recent in history these things happen. And so I think the joy that we can find in this morning is learning our history so as we don't repeat it. So important, so important. Learn our history. So you can wear an orange shirt today to show your support for those in the Native American community. So definitely go take a look at nationaldaycalendar.com, and you can learn more about the day today. Very interesting history, sad history, but ways for us to move forward from that. In addition, it is National Love People Day, and I love this. I love it. And I want to read this to you word for word today, because this talks about the word unconditional and unconditional love, which I feel like we talk about love a lot on many of the different shows. It is part of the cornerstone of what I do in the world. And but eh, I think the word unconditional stops us up sometimes. So I want to talk a little bit about that this morning as we talk about this National Day today. So on September 30th, National Love People Day asks us to lift others up through the profound power of unconditional love. The human condition is a limiting and varying thing. How and when and where we get to use it is vaguely and oddly defined. What is certain is a roller coaster filled life of celebration and trials. National Love People Day tasks us to understand that unconditional love requires a dedication most human beings aren't given. But when we wholeheartedly love our neighbors with steadfast devotion, the world is a better place. It is the practical application of love your neighbor as yourself. Now, the word unconditional on its own is quite profound. Look at the synonyms for it. Y'all know I love me at thesaurus.com. Okay. Wholehearted, unqualified, unreserved, unlimited, unrestricted, unmitigated, unquestioning, complete, total, entire, full, absolute, unequivocal. Love those words. Those words are dedicated, solid, and unwavering from their commitment to something. There are no boundaries or limitations with the word unconditional. Now, I love the use of the word commitment there, because I think it reminds us that to love unconditionally is a choice. It is a choice. So the word love and the power of the phrase multiply. So on National Love People Day, offer kindness and care to the people in your community. How to observe National Love People Day. From a gentle word to the gift of needed resources, love provides all forms of support to the people in your community. Find ways to show unconditional love for your neighbors, colleagues, strangers, and your community. You can volunteer, you can share, you can give. And if you do so on social media, use hashtag National Love People Day when you share about it. So it's interesting. Let me know how you feel about the word unconditional, because I know, little sneak peek here. One of the things that brought me a lot of joy this month was starting our resilience series, which has now moved from resilience to perseverance series on Beyond 2D. Started that with my co-host Ferran Dozier. Love that show, love co-hosting with him. And we have already decided on the start of our conversation for season 3, which is going to be love. Fun fact, we were supposed to talk about love initially for season 1 of Beyond 2D. The very first opening series was going to be about love, but we ended up not doing it because we had to move the date back, and we weren't going to be starting until March. It was going to be past Valentine's. We decided it wasn't a good fit. So I'm really excited to circle around back to that topic. So expect that February of 2025, you guys. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to go check out over here to the morning. Miss Jessie's here today. She's celebrating a coffee and a shower. We love that. And sending love to everybody that has been affected by the hurricane down south. We had Jesse and Nancy both were away for quite some time. And so we missed you, and we're so glad that you can get a coffee and a shower now. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Danielle. Good to see you today. Hello, Teresa. Good morning. I love you. So many good things happening today. And so I'm glad to be here to celebrate with you guys. All of that being said, let's move on to our daily uplift. We're going to say goodbye to September and hello to October. All right. So I thought it would be fun to kind of go down. I have a list here, a rehash all of the things that brought me joy in the month of September. Now I have a close friends and family group on Facebook that I give like more personal family updates than I do on my public page. And I got in this habit of doing like a rundown when we finish a month of everything that we've gotten to experience in the month. And I think this is a great practice overall for everybody. You don't have to update a group, tell anybody, but just for yourself, to make a list of all of the things that you got to experience, um, participate in, anything like that from your previous month on the last day or the first day of the next month. I think it's just it's been a great practice for me to be in. So I thought I would share that practice with you here today. First of all, as far as the shows are concerned, we had Trista Polo, Olivia Ambani, Brittany Floyd, and my daughter Leah all on Project Joy this last month, which was super fun. We talked about some really great topics. We talked about aging. We talked about saying no. We talked about emotions. We talked about what else did we talk? We talked about a lot of things, really great and wonderful, and sometimes deep things. We also had some really important and I feel like powerful conversations within Soul Saturday Morning Coffee, which happens every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. We've gotten quite the community in that space, and I really just I love everybody so much that's in that space, and eh, always always ready to welcome more people. But we've had some really great conversations this last month. But what else is going on? We had a great we have it's not even done yet, really. Today is the last day of September. We have an episode of Rewriting Reality coming up at the end of the week. Normally it's the fourth Monday of the month, but this month it had to be a week later because Shiraz was on a cruise, and I am personally offended he didn't take any of us with him. Anybody else? So that's coming out today as well. We had some craft circles, we had meditations, we had co-working. It's been a really, really great September on the Breakthrough Show Network. In my personal life, in September, we just celebrated my son Sky's 19th birthday. So that was super fun. And back at the start of the month for his birthday, we took him to see the comedian Gabriel Iglesias at Foxwoods Resort and Casino, which was really fun. And then also for his birthday, we took him to Hell's Kitchen, which, by the way, any Hell's Kitchen fans out there, this season that's airing right now, it may have started, it may be starting soon. I have to check. I don't have my dates ready for me here. But that this season of Hell's Kitchen was taped right here in Connecticut at our Hell's Kitchen here, which is super fun. Did not appreciate that while Gordon was here, he got in that big accident that you guys saw that happened here in this area, and super surprised that he didn't have a fit about the food quality at the local hospital, but he was very gracious about the care that he received, so that was lovely. We saw Beetlejuice 2 in September. How excited! Had anybody else see that? Let me know. Beetlejuice 2, we waited a long, long time for that. I feel like in the realm of nostalgia, I loved the film. Nostalgia wise, I thought it was great. Is it the best movie I've ever seen in the whole world? Hardly. But I really enjoyed the nostalgia of it. And so we had a lot of fun doing that. Clyde's Cider Mill opened here in Connecticut, which is always the mark of fall, even if nobody else thinks it's fall yet. I've gone to Clyde's a few times already. We're not that far from there. In fact, it's right down the street from my husband's work. So I make it a point to go there. Go there often. And last week they started the hot cider, which I love. A nice cup of hot cider sometimes in a brisk morning. Ooh, that brings me so much joy. So much joy. Can't even tell you. Let's see what else. Oh, I saw The Machine at the Gard Art Center here in New London, Connecticut. The Machine is a Pink Floyd tribute. And I was surprised for myself how many songs I knew. I knew more Pink Floyd songs than I thought I knew. So I really enjoyed that show. Really incredible musicianship. And one of the things that I pointed out to everybody is how cool it is that, like, the keyboard player, the guitar player, the bass player all had incredible voices. Sometimes you have like the lead singer and like everybody else is just kind of okay singing. They do good enough, but really powerful vocals. And then the drummer was a seriously talented woman. I mean, she just drummed the hell out of that concert. It was so good. So good. And that was a super nostalgic and fun evening for me because I have performed at the Gard Art Center before when I was little, when I was acting and singing and all of that when I was younger. And so it was really cool to be back into that space and have that little nostalgic moment as well. Got to see two Breakthrough Show alum in person, one for the first time, and that was Nicola Vasquez. We went and saw her perform and went out to dinner with her when she came to Rhode Island. And then I got to see the other day, Sarah Racasano, who you guys know has been on she's been on several things here on the Breakthrough Show Network, including Spirit Sessions, Project Joy, the Breakthrough Show, all that fun stuff. So really excited when I get to see people in person. Big Vegan Flavor, the book came out and we've been cooking our way through it. We have tried several recipes, really love it. That is written by the amazing chef behind the Rainbow Plant Life YouTube channel. So go check that out on YouTube and get a copy of Big Vegan Flavor because the book is incredible. We got to go up to Union City Farms in Prospect, Connecticut, got some delicious mushrooms, and I got to try chicken of the woods for the first time. I've had hen of the woods before, maitake mushrooms. I've been really expanding my mushroom vocabulary here, but the chicken of the woods was so amazing. So shout out to Patrick Blanchett over at Union City Farms in Prospect, Connecticut. We went to my friend Kathy Ellis's end of the year party, which is always a good time. They had karaoke this time, a great DJ. There's always amazing food and amazing people, which I think is the most important thing. Got to see Kathy get a little emotional and singing with her husband, and it was just the sweetest thing ever. So cute. So that was a lot of fun. So shout out and big thank you to Kathy Ellis and fam for putting on a great party. Um, we saw The Wild Robot, which I mentioned the other day on the show. Such a good movie. If you and so like a much needed message for today, such a timely message. So definitely go and see The Wild Robot. It's the latest Pixar movie. And then as I mentioned yesterday, my husband and I went out for lunch, and we had Brittany on Spirit Sessions yesterday, which was a great episode. Make sure you go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And after we ate lunch, watched the episode, ate lunch, went to Harkness Park here in Waterford, Connecticut, as I mentioned, and it was just gorgeous outside yesterday. It was like 67 degrees, a very, very light breeze on the water. It was just the weather has overall been stunning. A little bit of rain here and there, but when it clears up, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And so, very thankful for that. Loved being by the water yesterday, of course. And that is my September in a wrap for you guys. Really enjoyed myself over September. And so I think when I do this at the end of the month, now it's such a great practice for me because with the things that I have been dealing with my physical body and a lot of the different things that I've been challenged with recently, with all of the stuff that's going on in the world around us, it can be so helpful to just sit down and rehash all of the amazing things. Even it doesn't have to be like even going places like I've done. You can literally celebrate every day that you got out of bed in the morning, because I had some days like that over the month too. Celebrate every day you've gotten out of bed. Celebrate amazing food you might have gotten to eat. Celebrate birthdays that you've gotten to celebrate. Celebrate just anything you can think of, you can celebrate. It doesn't have to be these big grandiose things, but it can be so helpful when you feel like you're not moving forward in the way that you want to. Maybe things you're not feeling great today, or whatever the situation is, just sit down and rehash the things that you enjoyed can be really helpful for you. So I really enjoyed my September, and I'm definitely looking forward to October. I'm going to go through and I'm going to go through the comments really quickly before we talk about October. I love the Burr months too. It has been an amazing month. I love my Soul Cafe sisters too. And Shiraz was very rude for not taking us on the cruise. Yes, saw Beetlejuice too. It was nostalgic wise. It was good for nostalgia. It was okay. It was okay movie wise. Nostalgia wise, it was great. Movie wise, it was just okay. Have not got what? And you were in Mystic too. What the hell, Danielle? Get over there. It's literally so good. So good. Good morning, Mandy. Good to see you today. It was an amazing show yesterday. Absolutely. And I want to tell you what's happening coming up for the month of October. We are kicking things off strong here. Well, I should say we're finishing things out strong. Today, for the full day, we have Pomodoro happening from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. tonight full day Pomodoro. Definitely come and join us. It could be drop in. You could come spend the day. You could come just be like, what the hell are you guys doing? All you have to do is bring yourself and your to-do list, and we will help hold you accountable, but also celebrate you when you accomplish those things that you would like. So that's going to finish off our September strong. Tomorrow night, we have Craft Circle with Brittany. Wednesday, Brittany is hosting Harnessing the Energy of Color. Harnessing the Energy of Color. It's her first big workshop celebrating Miss Brittany here in the Breakthrough Show Network community. Super excited for that. I'm going to put the registration down in the comments for you guys. At that registration link, you can also sign up for Miss Teresa Warren's upcoming workshop series, you guys. This is going to be 5 classes, 5 or 6. Hold on, I'm having a moment. It's several workshops all in one, where she's going to be teaching you how to do neurographic art, which is super exciting. Very beautiful art technique. And it really works in what you're experiencing and what you would like to experience. And so this is going to be a great art technique for you to be learning coming up into the holidays. Maybe you can make some art for people that you love. It's going to be amazing. But preempting that workshop series, you want to jump in for Harnessing the Energy of Color with Brittany, happening this Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. For those of you that can't join live, there will be a replay. If you want to get just the replay later with nothing of the Q&A and everything included, you can, you'll be able to do that later on, but that's not going to be available immediately. So definitely jump in for the live class so you can ask your questions and all of that good stuff happening, like I said, Wednesday this week, 11 a.m. And you can register via the link that I put down below. What else do we have going on? Oh, we also have a poetry reading Wednesday night with Kat Stomska. Really excited for that. What else do we have going on here this month? We have more Pomodoro happening, virtual co-working, Project Joy, great guests. We're starting tomorrow. Start some super fun advertisement for a very, very, very special documentary that's coming out in the month of November. Let's check it out.
On April 4th, I was 90 years old, grandson of slaves. My parents were first generation free. A long time ago, I embraced the definition of love. Love is the experience of well-being. And a friend is one who mutually shares that experience of well-being with you, which opens up almost infinite creative possibilities.
They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home. Where where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the break period. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. Today is Monday, you guys, September 30th, 2024. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Super excited to be here with you today. I hope you enjoyed that little overview of everything that was and everything that is to come. I feel like the ghost of Christmas present right now. I love that. I love that movie. Oh my goodness. And the play, really. But the ghost of Christmas past and present and future. Yesterday, I have to tell you guys about this. So we're driving along and we were going to Harkness, and on the way to Harkness, there is a little cemetery on the left-hand side of the road. And right before the cemetery is a giant gate that goes into the cemetery. On the gate, someone found it amusing to put skeletons crawling up onto the gate of the cemetery. And I took a photo for you guys because I needed y'all to understand that I am not making this up. Okay. Do you see this? They put that's the cemetery back there, you guys. They put skeletons crawling up. And I'm going to be honest with you. It brought me a little bit of joy. Happy birthday to you. All right, guys, it's time to celebrate birthdays this morning. Sometimes you gotta have a little dark humor. You have just a little bit of dark humor, okay? Let's talk about birthdays today, though. In the world of celebrity, which I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have never gone through my celebrity birthday list with such a fine-tooth comb yesterday. Thank y'all for acting up and ruining things for me. But I'm just going to go ahead with the ones that I've got here. T-Pain, 40 years old today. Actress Lacey Chabert, 42 years old today. Kieran Culkin, 42 years old today. Fran Drescher, 67 years old today. And Barry Williams, who played Greg Brady back in the Brady Bunch, 70 years old today, everybody. The celebrities in my life, we had some yesterday and then moving into some today. Kelly Doherty, happy birthday to Kelly. Allison Faye, Paula Patterson, a distant cousin of mine, Lynn Dunn, Phil Davis, Alicia Kilmer, Paula Curley, Allie K. I think that's what I wrote there. I can't even read my own stuff. And Heather Paradis, wishing you all an amazing birthday. So let's get our birthday song on. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kelly, Allison, Paula, Lynn, Phil, Alicia, Paula, Allie, Heather, T-Pain, Lacey, Kieran, Fran, Barry. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating today. Yes, I had said 70 and I'm trying not to dwell. Because age is just a number. Age is just a number, right? Right, guys? Yes. And listen, I need you celebrities to get yourselves together. Please. I can't be spending as much time as I'm spending sorting through birthdays because y'all want to act up. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's talk about what's happening today. I mentioned it, but I'm going to mention it again because it's my show. All right. So today we have co-working all day long. You guys stop in 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern time. I invite you to join us. We're going to be checking in starting in about 10 minutes, 9:45 Eastern time. We start the clock promptly at 10 a.m. So be there or be square. And also don't forget, we have an all new episode of Rewriting Reality with Shiraz happening in the middle of Pomodoro, but it is what it is. 3 p.m. Eastern time today. So be sure to check that out. He's got a great guest, and he's going to be talking about something that I think many of us, even if we know that we can say no, we need to be practicing the art of saying no and learning how that can help us in our life and business. So make sure you guys tune in for that 3 p.m. Eastern time with Shiraz. And I want to mention, as Brittany said, it has been 12 weeks since Teresa and Brittany and I had made a commitment to showing up and doing some fitness together in our virtual community, which you can find at the breakthroughshownetwork.club. You will find a gym. Yes, an actual virtual. We had treadmills, we got yoga balls, we got steppers, taking us back to the 90s. We got all kinds of stuff in the virtual gym. We have playlists with lots of incredible videos. So come and join us. We meet together. So every day at 7 a.m. I meet to read the poem, Dorothy Auger's For Love poem, which perfect for National Love People Day today, 7 a.m. So we start our community fitness hour promptly at 7:15, and we have no mics, but working out together from 7:15 to 8:15 a.m. You can do whatever exercise you want, but it's so nice to be in that space with other people. So I encourage you to join us for that. We're also going to be setting up another time later on in the day, which will be great for people who can't make it at that earlier hour as well. So definitely come and join us if you want some support on your well-being journey, whether it's fitness, health in some kind of way. Come and join us for that. So like I said, that happens at 7:15 to 8:15 every morning. Literally every morning, 7 days a week. I'm there. I will be there with you. And then we'll set up that time later in the day as well. So come and join us, one and all. The breakthroughshownetwork.club is where all of our amazing stuff takes place. And we have a great campaign starting in the month of October as well, that is going to get people familiar with what each of the spaces are for in our virtual community. Some of the FAQ, if you will, behind our virtual community. So be looking out for those posts as well across Facebook and Instagram. And looking forward to help you guys understand what our virtual community is about and have you know that you are invited to all of our spaces. So all of that being said, it's going to be a great week here on the Breakthrough Show Network, and I hope you'll join us wherever you see fit. Make sure you follow that link and get registered for the upcoming workshops that are starting in October, especially Harnessing the Energy of Color, happening on Wednesday. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. And I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day, because you are the joy. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. After the world swallowed me up, and I'll get fired.